Good morning, students, and welcome to today's monetary economics class taken by Pratap Hegde for the BCom third semester students. Dear students, we are going to study about index numbers in today's class. So in my previous videos, I have told you about what index numbers are, how index numbers are constructed, what are the difficulties in constructing an index number, and steps involved in constructing an index number. So today we are going to study about how to construct an index number with a hypothetical example. So in the previous section, we already know the steps involved in index numbers, and also index numbers are used to identify the magnitude of changes and the direction of changes of different variables from time to time. So in economics, in our topic, we are going to use index number for understanding and estimating the magnitude of changes in different variables like different economic factors like changes in price level, changes in wages, changes in employment levels, and etc. So with an example, we are going to study and we are going to understand how to construct an index number. Let's say the prices of different commodities over two different time period. So two different time periods are taken as base year price and current year prices. So we are going to study the changes over two different time periods. So the base year price is called as P0 for understanding, and current year prices are written as P1. So we are going to take example of three or four commodities that are used in daily life and their changes and the ma magnitude of changes is being calculated using the simple index number. So in this class, we are going to study how to construct a simple index number with an example. Let's say there are four commodities as A, B, C, and D. And let's suppose their prices were 2, 5, 10, and 10. Now, suppose in the present year, the prices have increased to 4, 6, 15, and 20 rupees. Now, how do you calculate a simple index number? As we have already known, index numbers are pure numbers, and index numbers do not indicate any unit of measurement like kilos, like centimeters or meters or liters. The index numbers do not use any kind of unit of measurement. Index numbers are just pure numbers. They indicate the magnitude and they indicate the direction of the changes in the variables. So for the base year, we are going to take 100 as a index number. So 2 is equal to 100, 5 is equal to 100, 10 is equal to 100, and 10 is equal to 100. So this 100 is a pure number. 100 indicates the values in the base year time period. So on this basis, what happens to the current year prices? So 2 is equal to 100. Therefore, 4 is equal to what happens? 4 is equal to 200. 5 is equal to 100. Therefore, 6 is equal to On this basis, if 2 is equal to 100 and therefore 4 is equal to 200, then if 5 is equal to 100, 5 tens are 100, 5 20s are 100, so 6 20s are 120. Then on this basis 10 tens are 100, therefore 15 tens are 150. Then if 10 tens are 100 and 20 tens are then 200. So what is the total? Summation is equal to 400. 400 divided by the total number of commodities. Total number of commodities is 4. Therefore, 400 divided by 4 is 100. Then the same case, summation of commodities or index numbers is equal to 670 divided by 4. What do you get? 670 divided by 4. By doing 670 divided by 4, you will get 167.5. 167.5. So in the previous year or in the base year, you get the value of index number as 100, and coming to the base year, sorry, and coming to the current year, you get the value of index number 167. So what do you need? If you less the previous year or the base year index value, that is 100, from this you will get 167.5 minus 100, that is the base year index number, you will get 67.5. So it is, the index number is mentioned in terms of percentages. So the index numbers or the prices from previous year to current year, we can say that it has risen about 67.5. So the prices have risen about 67.5 percentages. So I hope this is clear. Let me re-explain this in case you need to understand. Here are hypothetical commodities taken as example, and these are base year prices of these commodities respectively, and these are current year prices of the commodities. So if you take base year index numbers as 100 to all commodities taken as 100 as index numbers, then in the current year, on the basis of this value, you multiply them and you will get the index numbers according to the current year prices. So if price is 2 for commodity A, the index number is 100. Therefore, when the prices become 4, then the index number value will also double. So it becomes 200. So vice versa. So as it is, it continues. By index number of base year, you will get by dividing the total value of index number of all the commodities by the total number of commodities, that is 4. So 400 divided by 4 is equal to 100. That is the base year index number. And for the current year, you have to do the same. You have to first add all these index number values, 200 plus 200, 400, 600 and 670, divided by total number of commodities, that is 4. Then you will get 167.5. So the prices have actually risen about 67.5 percentage. So I hope this is clear. This is called simple index numbers. In the next period, we are going to study about the weighted index numbers. We are going to study how to construct the weighted index numbers. So that's all for today's video. We will catch up about the next topic in the next videos. Thank you.